I always wondered if up on Mars, spirit and opportunity up there just roving around, if the Martians don't stand back and look at it and go, what is it? What do you think it is? I don't know. Walking around it in circles.
Musings about extraterrestrial life and their philosophies with Steve Jones. Today we are checking out the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. Yep. The Apollo 11 command module.
Up here, these planes that have propellers.
Well,
Jet aviation, huh?
you know what I mean, jerk. Okay, so an interesting fact is that the word planet comes from the Greek word planetes, which means wanderer. And that's because ancient people considered planets in the nighttime sky to be wandering stars. So I thought that was pretty cool. This thing is massive. The aft end of a Saturn V rocket. How friggin' awesome is that? That's so cool. Oh man, that's cool. The first spacewalk. I'm like a kid in a candy store here. This is where federal agents dance the limbo. Obama, are you home? He's not home. I don't think he's home. I tried knocking, but he's not here.
Flashing the secret code.
Dad says I should try flashing the secret code. What do you think that would be?
Obama's not a Mason. He doesn't know the secret code.
Would it just be like a Morse code flash of booty, 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 booty rocking everywhere?
Listen here. Obama doesn't take none of that My Little Pony stuff.
Would it just be a flashing light, flashing out Morse code of
Kanye
Hail
West's
to the
name.
Chief?
Kanye West's name.
Or Kanye West? There's a blinking red light up on the mountain. It's a monument.
It's a brownstone spire.
There's a brownstone spire. This is the Boy Scouts Memorial. There's a naked man behind the Boy Scout. Kind of bothers me a little bit, you know? America, 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 America. Wow. So much America. Oh, dude, I saw you. You totally touched Washington's monument. What is this made of? As you can see from me putting my camera on the surface of the Washington Monument, it's pretty level. We're gonna travel into space now. Now here's your American history tour of the Washington Monument. 1985, Abraham Lincoln had these flags installed all around the Washington Monument so that Al Roker would always know which way the wind was blowing when it's blowing north.
Also, Washington Monument hadn't even been made yet.
Right. They built the Washington Monument.
He commissioned the bill to have flags placed around the Washington Monument. And everyone just looked at it and said, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
He snickered and rubbed his hands together and left the courthouse. And then immediately went to Ford's Theater. Not to get shot. No, this was like 2-3 years before that. No, he just liked to hang out there. And
In 1985.
And brood grimacingly.
He was listening to the Sex Pistols. It has been a long, long walk to get here.
He's got two flashes beneath his arms.
Two what?
You know the term fascist. It's named after a Roman implement that was a bundle of sticks with an axe blade in it. And it's the device from which fascists took their name. And that's what he's got underneath each of his hands.
Huh. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives, that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us the living rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.